It has been more than 40 years since the Vietnam War ended, but sometimes the passage of time alone is not enough to resolve the problems that have haunted our returning servicemen and women. Over many, many years, post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, has been referred to by many different names such as shell shock, combat fatigue, and war neuroses. PTSD was even commonly called Vietnam stress and the Vietnam syndrome. It has become one of the most prevalent conditions treated at veterans' hospitals today.
PTSD, nobody knew what it was then. The thing was, okay, wow, that guy's a Vietnam veteran. He's crazy. The crazy Viet vet. That's what they thought.
You don't just turn it off.
We heard, suck it up, deal with it.
When my service officer said, he put down the letters. I said, Vietnam soldiers don't get that. I denied it.
I had a woman psychologist, her bag was PTSD. She says to me, well, what makes you so blankety-blanky tough that you can handle all this stuff? Because you can't. You know, I mean, that was a real opener, you know, for me. So, well, I'm not real tough. Well, you're acting like you are.
A Marine veteran told me I had PTSD. I said, no, I don't. You guys do. I'm a caregiver. I don't have PTSD. But they made me realize when you have PTSD, you're on alert all the time. You don't want to walk up behind somebody and tap them on the shoulder. When you're in a restaurant, you want your back against the wall so nobody can come up behind you, and you look for the exits. And anger. I'm like a volcano.
Don't like big crowds, mainly because that's a control issue, because you can't protect yourself or others if you're distracted.
Smells, certain smells will just, to the point I've been sick. Because with the smell, sometimes you're not smelling the smell, sometimes you're thinking you're smelling the smell. I don't know if that makes any sense, but...
I could be pretty moody. I knew what I was moody about, but I just bore the said, well, this comes with, you know, being in an unpopular war, you know.
You never know that something's wrong with you. I'm okay. Everybody else is sort of screwed up, but I'm all right. And it took several years to realize that I'm not all right. And I had to deal with PTSD later. And my advice would be deal with it. Talk about what you did, what your experiences were right away.
I think it's good to talk about it. I really do.
Don't stuff it like we say we did. We stuffed it. Well, we put 10 pounds of garbage in a 5-pound bag, and one day it leaked. And it'll manifest itself, PTSD will manifest itself in many different ways. And the longer you don't deal with it, the more difficult it is to deal with when you finally do.
Well, what helped me get past my disorder was when 2020 contacted me to share my story. I think that was the beginning of the healing process for me.
It can be painful at times, but after you work your way through it, it takes a lot of weight off.
People want to be asked. People want to tell their story.
Thanks for watching. For more stories like this, consider subscribing to this channel. Videos like this are only possible because of viewers like you. Learn how you can support this channel in the video's description.